Go. Alrighty. Hi, Stephen. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good.
Oh, good. Well, I'm excited that you could come in today so we can get some work done. But I just wanted to kind of check on you and see how you're doing today. How's your day been so far?
It's been good. I went and I was by there and was doing the thing.
Oh, yeah. It sounded like you had a really productive day. I know that you went on a walk outside today with some other of your neighbors and you guys did a really fun activity at the park. So that's really fun. Can you tell me a little bit about what you did at the park today?
Yeah, all of us, we went to the park and we were doing things and we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about the weather
Oh, okay.
and some of the things.
Yeah, very nice. I also heard that you guys had a really cool picnic and that there was food trucks and you guys had tacos.
It was really good. It was good and we were there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it sounds like you had a really good day today. And I think you're ready to work really hard. So that's exciting. So, Stephen, do you remember some of the goals that we were working on this week in therapy?
I know we were writing some things
Mm-hmm.
and we were working on stories and
Very nice. We were working on stories.
using stories.
You're right. We were working on stories. So we've been working on stories to kind of work on those narrative skills when we're going to practice our communication skills, and that's just an element. So that's a big thing that I know was really important to you that you wanted to work on to help overcome some of our challenges that we're having. We're also working on some memory. So we are going to address some more memory today. We're going to really practice remembering what objects are used for, things like that. And then we're also going to continue to practice our planning skills because I know that we're just having some hard time with time management, and that's something that you thought was really important. So we're going to start with that today. You think you're ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty. So first for today, we're going to start with what we're going to do today. So I'm going to
Okay.
give you a couple options. I'm going to give you 3 options for the first activity, 2 options for the second one, and go on from there. And do you have
Oh,
your planner with you today?
yes, yes. I
Oh,
have it right here.
perfect. Thank you for bringing your planner. I really appreciate you being so responsible. So for our first activity, what do you think we're going to do?
Well,
We we talked about narratives and we talked about memory, but what's the very first thing we're doing in therapy?
I think we were planning. We were gonna write some plan.
Hmm. That was really nice. You're right. We are going to plan and we're going to start off with the planner. So can you write that down as our first task?
Yes, yes.
And then let's try to guess about how long we think that could take us to do.
Mm,
Do we think maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes?
20 minutes is too long.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that 20 minutes could be too long just for planning since we only have 30 minutes to do our whole activity.
Maybe 5 minutes?
5 minutes could be good. I like that idea. So let's write 5 minutes to plan.
Okay.
Okay, I love the way that you wrote that. That was very nice, very organized. So the next thing that we're going to do, we can either tell stories or we can identify and look at pictures
Hmm.
to work on that memory. Do we want to practice on our communication skills or our memory first? I'll let you pick.
Let's do memory.
Memory, that could be fun.
Okay. Should I write that?
I would definitely write that because we're using that graphic organizer to help us remember what tasks we're going to do.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty. And then next, we're going to do another activity. And so I'm going to let you decide again. Do we want to do more of a planning activity or more of a identifying objects activity?
Well, let's do the objects.
Oh, I like the objects. I think that could be fun. Definitely doing the objects. And do you remember what we're doing when we look at those pictures and objects? What goal we're working on out of the three?
Knowing where to use things.
That is true. And then that goes along with
My thinking.
your thinking. I like that. And also your memory. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. And so we're going to do identifying objects.
Okay.
I really like the way that you're writing your schedule for the day. This is very, very nice. Some good handwriting. And then we're going to do one more. I think we can squeeze in one more activity.
Okay.
I think we should be able to have time. And do we want to do more conversation or more planning for the last activity?
Let's do some conversation.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's definitely do some conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so we have everything written down.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to try to guess how much time we think we should allot to each section.
Okay.
So we already have the first one. We're going to plan for about 5 minutes.
Yes.
And we have 30-minute sessions, so we have 25 minutes left for all the activities.
Okay.
So let's think. If we're going to tell some stories, how long do you think we should tell stories for?
5 minutes?
5 minutes could be good. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do 5 minutes. We have some time to create some really silly or fun stories, whatever we're feeling today.
Okay.
All right, and then our next activity is going to be identifying those objects. So how long do we think we can allot for that?
Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes could be good. I like that. So altogether, we have 20 minutes going on.
Okay.
I think that's an appropriate amount of time.
Okay.
Alrighty, can you read your schedule to me so far? What do we have going on?
Okay, so first we will use my planner to write activities for 5 minutes. Second, we're going to work on memory skills, and that kind of goes with the third thing of identifying objects for about 10 minutes. And last, we are working on conversation and stories.
Very nice. All right, so altogether we have about 25 minutes, and then we have that 5 extra minutes. And do you remember what we always do at the end of our sessions? What do we kind of do at the end?
We talk about what we did.
You're right. We do talk about what we did. So we do a debriefing session, and we're going to talk about what we worked on, what went well, and what didn't go well, and something that we should work on for next time, and something to think about between each session. So that's our debriefing time.
Okay. Okay.
So let's make sure we add that so we got that last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Very nice. So I think we got us all planned out.
Oh, wow.
That was really nice. I like the way that you worked. and you got all those steps in, and you did some good time management by allotting appropriate amount of time. That was very nice, Stephen. I really loved the way that you did that.
Thank you. Thank you. It was good.
You are working very hard at making lots of strides, and I think we're ready to do our very first activity.
Okay.
So I think we're going to do some telling stories first.
Okay.
So I am going to lead and ask you to, I'm going to say a sentence, and then you're going to tell me a story off that sentence. Okay. And it can be a silly sentence. It can be a creative sentence. It's whatever kind of sentence you want, but you have to make it a long sentence or a longer story. Do you think you can do that for me today, Stephen?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm going to start with the first one.
Okay.
Kate went to the store to...
Kate went to the store and she needed to get toilet paper.
Oh.
She needed other things too.
Okay. What other things?
She forgot.
Oh.
She forgot. She used a list like me.
Yeah.
But she forgot it. And so she couldn't get all of the things that she wanted to.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah.
I like that. So that was a very good story that you just told me, Stephen. You addressed the prompt and you recovered that. You told me what she was going for, and then you even added some more detail, which was really nice, which we haven't seen you do in a while. So that was really good to see. Do you think we can do one more and maybe see if we can still have that amount of energy? Let's try. Andrew went to the car dealership because...
Well, Andrew went to the car dealership because he saw their ad. He saw their ad on TV. He was watching TV and he saw the cars. So he saw the cars and he really wanted one. So he just went up to the dealership and was looking around, and he went there.
Yeah. That was also a really nice sentence. You readdressed the prompt. You had some detail. I liked the part about the ad. Has that happened to you before? Is that why you brought that up, or was that just you being creative?
Yes, I've seen them on TV a lot.
There are a lot.
So, yeah, they put them on the TV.
You're right, they do, and that's a good way to get people to come into the store, and that's just a really good advertising. I like the way that you brought up that detail, and you really fully rounded that conversation. We did have a little more pausing time this time, so I don't know if you were still just planning what you wanted to talk about. What do you feel like happened there?
Well, I was thinking of what was important.
Okay, I like that.
To say. So I make sense.
Yeah. Were there any words that you got stuck on that you couldn't remember? I know sometimes we talk about you can see it in your head, but the word just isn't coming out. Was that happening in that sentence?
Yeah. When he's going there, I forget why. And so I remember that he was watching TV because I was doing that too.
Oh, I know, because you've seen some car ads before.
Yes.
Is there one car ad that really makes you think of this?
I love the big trucks. Whenever they have them driving through mud and on tall things, and they just go everywhere. So I think that's cool.
I
like
also think that's very nice. Well, I like the way that you really gave me some detail in that sentence. That was really good. And you really expanded that word's palette situation, which was really nice. Alrighty. So we have hit 15 minutes. We're going to pause. We're going to readjust. Great work.
Thank you.
All right. Do we just want to swing on in? Do we just want to swing on into it and start with the PowerPoint?
Yes. Okay.
And then go to conversation?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Dr. B, we're having a quick intermission.
Yeah.
Pause. Ignore this part.
Hey, Dr. B, if you're actually watching this, the code word is ice cream.
I'm going to ask you if you
heard
the code word. If you didn't, I'm going to be sad because we worked really hard on this.
We did. Okay. Share that screen, Jordan.
All righty.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, where is it? Hold on 1 second. I have it in my minimum drawer.
Okay.
Hold on.
Dr. B or not Dr. B can wait.
Okay. Can we see it?
Yes.
All right. Let me put it into this and then, can you see this? Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start your timer.
Okay.
And then, hold on, Mom. I'm doing something. I'm recording. It's like a project. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, that's great.
Classic. Okay. We're going to start. We're back in our professional mode. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Stephen. I love those sentences and those conversations we got to have.
Thank you. I really was thinking about them and was really, really ready for them.
You did a great job. You told me a lot of things and it made sense. You gave me a lot of details, and so that was a great job.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to look back at your planner, and we just did some conversation. So what was the third thing we were going to do?
The third thing we were going to do was look at the pictures and work on the memory.
That is perfect, Stephen. So you're right. We are going to look at some pictures, and all of these pictures are found in the same area. Okay. So we're going to look at bathroom objects.
Okay.
So all of these things are objects you may encounter while you're in the bathroom, or they may be things that you use in the bathroom.
Okay. And
then we're going to look at some kitchen objects as well. So moving from the bathroom then to the kitchen, and we're going to see, okay, what stays in the bathroom and then what is different in the kitchen. And I know your memory is great and we're working hard, so I know you're going to do an awesome job. All right. So let me give you an example of what I want you to do. So we have this first picture here, which is a bathtub. And I'm thinking I would take a bath while I'm in the bathroom, but not while I'm in the kitchen. Would you agree with that? Okay, great. So what is this object right here? A
bathtub.
Perfect. Okay, let's go to the next picture. Okay, and what might this be?
A cup?
It looks a lot like a cup, doesn't it?
It does.
So it looks like something you would put water in. Now, even though we can have water while we're in the bathroom, can we also have water in the kitchen? Okay, so if you're maybe going to put water in it and drink it, is that a bathroom task or a kitchen task?
Well, you can drink water while you brush your teeth.
That's true. That is a really good point. But whenever we're finished brushing our teeth, do we want to swallow all of that or do we spit it out?
Spit it out.
Yes, you're so smart, Stephen. You're smart. So if we're drinking down water, maybe it's because we're eating some food.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're eating food and you're drinking water and enjoying a meal, would you be doing that in the bathroom or in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Oh, Stephen, perfect. So when we have a cup like this, it's because we're going to drink water in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Very good, Stephen. Okay, one more time. What is this?
A cup.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, now, do you know what this is?
A bottle.
Yes, it is a bottle. So inside of it is usually an alcohol that helps get rid of bacteria. Now, do you know where you might be getting rid of bacteria in the bathroom?
Is it for cleaning?
No, and I'm glad you asked that because that was a tricky question. Because we do clean the bathroom, but our bodies can have bacteria too, right? And it's different. Yeah, you're right, Stephen. And it's different when that bacteria is in our body than whenever it's on the surface. And so this here is a mouthwash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use mouthwash sometimes. After I brush my teeth.
Stephen, you're so smart. So you told me that the mouthwash, you use it after you brush your teeth. Is there anything else you would use for your teeth care?
A toothbrush.
That's perfect. Toothbrush, and sometimes you put stuff on the toothbrush. Do you know what that is?
Well, I know my wife likes the cinnamon toothpaste, but I know that I don't like that.
Oh, well, that's perfect because I don't either. It kind of burns sometimes. Yeah, and can you tell me, are those things that we're going to be doing in the bathroom or in the kitchen?
Well, the bathroom.
Yep, you're right, Stephen, because these are things that we're not going to swallow. We're going to spit them out, and they're to help us clean bacteria. Do you remember what kind of bacteria that help us clean?
The one in our mouth.
Yep. Your dentist would be so proud, Stephen. Okay, let's see what we have next. Okay. Do you know what this is?
Kind of looks like girls with hats on.
Those would be some nice hats. No, this is a little different. So if you go to a restaurant, they have these out on every table, and that's because this is salt and pepper, which we can use to season our food.
Yeah, I know. I put fries and the salt.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Stephen, I love fries with salt. Fries with salt and maybe some ketchup on the side. Maybe a good sauce.
So I like using the one with the with the yellow, the mustard.
Yes, great job, Stephen. I love how you searched for that word and how you gave me a descriptor of it. So you told me it was yellow. That is so smart of you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Yeah, so tell me, are we going to season food in the bathroom?
No, ma'am.
You're right. So this is our kitchen item. And tell me again, what are these?
They're salt and the shaker.
Perfect, Stephen. Salt and pepper shaker. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, now what does this look like?
A towel.
Yes, perfect. So this could be a little bit of a tricky one because you might have a towel in a bathroom and in a kitchen.
That's true. Yeah, we have one. Yeah, and my wife had. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you do with the towel?
The towel is for drying.
You're right, Stephen. So we use that after we wash our hands. We have wet hands, which we do in the bathroom and in the kitchen. But whenever we shower and we get our whole body wet, do we use a different towel for that?
You would use the
Good.
The bigger towel.
That's perfect, Stephen. And I love how you gave me a size reference. I could see that you were thinking about how to describe this towel. So I want to commend you for that. Those are great skills you've learned. And I'm proud to see you using them. So you're right. You're going to use a bigger bath towel in the bathroom. But what would you see in a kitchen and a bathroom?
The ones for the hands.
That's perfect, Stephen. That's perfect. Okay, Stephen, we did some great objects. I think you did really well remembering them and giving me their function and where to use them. But we just have a few more minutes, and I'd like to go to our final task.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if you can look back on your planner and tell me what our very last task for therapy today is.
Storytelling.
Oh, that's true. If we had a few more minutes, we would do storytelling. But what is the very last item?
The brief.
Yes, our debrief. And our debrief is where we're just going to talk about the session, what we worked on, what was good, and what we want to do next time. So if you look at your planner and you see the very first thing we did, you did an incredible job planning our activities. Now, that's important because you're going to plan activities in your daily life, right? Exactly. And that's a skill I want you to be able to use whenever you're out in the world, but also when you're at home. And do you remember what our second task was?
The conversation, and then the skill.
Yes. So we did some conversations
Mm-hmm.
where I gave you a sentence and you made an incredible story.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what one of those stories was about?
There was a car and a car.
You're right. There was a car. Was someone driving the car or looking at the car?
Looking.
Uh-huh. And this made you think about something you saw when you were watching what?
On the telly.
Yes. So that is great because you looked at an experience you had that made you think of this story.
Mm-hmm.
We had good conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. The third thing, what was the third thing we did?
We looked at some pictures.
Now, why did we look at the pictures?
To figure out where they sit.
Yes, exactly. So we were identifying what they were, and then if that object went in the bathroom or the kitchen. And you did awesome. You got all of them right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did. You told me everything and where it went.
Just thought I'd let you know.
Okay, we're done. Sorry, we did 30 minutes, and so that's good enough for me.
Thanks, Dr. B.
Yes, ice cream. That's the code word. We're going to be watching or listening for that creamy treat.
Ice cream. All right. I'm going to stop. Ready? 3, 2, 1.